Hello, everyone. So let's see what's going on today. All right. Misconceptions women have about what men want in a partner. Okay. Gonna learn today. Numerous misconceptions, understanding what men really want in a partner, born from outdated stereotypes. Blah, 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 blah. What is this? First one, beauty above all. One common misconception is that physical beauty is all men care about. True, that is a misconception. While physical attraction is important, most men place equal, if not more importance on personality traits such as kindness, humor, intelligence, and confidence. Wrong. I would say, I would say kindness. Kindness, definitely. Kindness probably would go above, slightly above beauty. A woman that's slightly attractive uh, and kind would be way more appealing than a beautiful woman that nothing else. Her personality is dry. Kindness is definitely a very attractive quality to men, especially in a woman. But if she's really ugly and kind, friend zone. Like like she has to be attractive. Humor, not really, not really. Humor would be great for guys that have no game or charisma, because if a girl is funny, they don't really have to do much. She's already outgoing. She's already doing most of the conversation. It's easy for them. So guys that don't have that kind of skill to like actually talk would like a girl that has a sense of humor. It'd be much easier for them. A guy that's already funny, he might appreciate if a girl is funny, but most of the time it's just going to end up being a competition where she's like damn near insulting them because she's trying to be the funniest person. So it's just not going to work. Intelligence, yes. Intelligence, not, I wouldn't say it's appealing, but it is useful. It's definitely useful, and it can help avoid a lot of arguments if you're with a woman that's intelligent. But I would think intelligence would be more of a luxury than something that you would want, that you would look for. It's more, it would be a luxury. If she's intelligent, that great. But if she's not, you can still work with it. As long as she's as long as she's willing to listen, that would trump intelligence. So submissiveness would trump intelligence. And confident, not really. She doesn't really have to be confident. A confident woman would probably be a little bit masculine, a little bit more competitive. Um, she'd constantly try to challenge you to, like, everything would be a shit test, like not really an attractive quality. But she can't be like damn near insecure to the point where she's constantly feeling shitty about herself. But confidence is not a must. Uh, but they got some of it right. I would say a good 20% they got right. Younger is a must. No. The notion that all men prefer younger women is not universally true. Age doesn't define a person's value or attractiveness. No, that is incorrect. Younger is more attractive. Like, we're talking about adults here, not like now in children, but a younger woman is more attractive. If you see an attractive woman, she would be more attractive if she was like, if she's in her 30s or mid 20s, she would be more attractive if she was like 18, 19. She would be, younger is more attractive. If we're talking about attraction, if we're talking about relatability and compatibility, younger is not a must. But if it comes into attraction, yes, younger is a must, because attractiveness is all about mating and fertility. Sorry, fertility matters when it comes to women, and it affects our attraction to them. So younger is a must. Compatible, blah blah. Emotional reserve. Another myth is that men are attracted to women who hide their emotions. Hell no. That's scary as shit. While it's essential to handle emotions maturely, men value authenticity and appreciate their partners who can express their feelings in a healthy manner. Yes, healthy manner is the key. I was about to disagree, but healthy manner is the key. But a woman that doesn't express her emotions and hide her emotions, that's nerve-wracking as shit. You don't know where you stand with her. Nah, like, nah, you don't want a woman like that at all. Because if she's hiding her feelings, it just and like, and you like, it's just a thing that women show express their feelings already more than men. And if you find a woman that's going completely against that, like, there's probably some sort of trauma in her past or something like that. It just sets off red flags right away. That shit. Damsel in distress. Contrary to popular belief, not all men are attracted to damsels in distress. No, no. You're already adopting a problem. That's already a strike against her. It's not attractive at all. She constantly needs help. Like, no. A man would be willing to help a woman if he thinks it gives him a better shot with her, but it's not an attractive thing. Most men value independence and resilience in a partner as much as they do in themselves. Yeah, that is true. That is true. We do value those things. We just don't look for it because it's very rare to find in a woman that's like independent and resilient. Because even if she was like that, she doesn't want to be like that when she's with you. She wants to be dependent and she wants you to like be the one to take care of that stuff so she can relax and just be in her, feminine and all that stuff. So even if she's like that, it doesn't really matter because he's going to change as soon as you two get together. So it's not like something we look for, but if you find it, it is a nice quality. Endless enthusiasm. I mean, that's dreamland stuff. Like, no human being is like that. The idea that a woman should always be cheerful to attract men is unrealistic. Yeah, very much so. Like anyone else, men appreciate genuineness, and it's okay to have off days, and sharing a range of emotions create a deeper connection. Uh, I wouldn't say deeper connection, but it makes the person more it makes them less sketchy about you. They're more apt to trust you. If you're just like endlessly showing the same emotion all the time, it probably you're probably going to think it's an act, and they're not going to really trust you that much. They're probably going to think you're fake. Agreement is attraction. While harmonious relationships are desirable, the belief that agreeing with a man on everything makes you appealing as a partner is mistaken. Yes, that is true. Man doesn't want a woman that's agreeing with him all the time, because if he's consulting with her, because he's unsure about something, and she might have information about that thing, or she might have a different perspective that will help him make a decision. If she's just agreeing with him, that's frustrating as shit. Like, if you're not sure about something and you're like, you have to make a decision, but you want to like also keep in mind what she would want from the situation, and then you ask her about it and she's just like, oh, whatever you want to do. You're like, that doesn't help, because now I have to make a decision. And when I do, I already know that when I do it and you don't like something, now I have to change the whole thing. Like, just, you know what I mean? Just tell me what you disagree with and what you want so I can make a plan that works for both of us. So agreement is definitely not, agreement all the time is not attractive. But if it's a situation where you both disagree and you both can't have what you want, and you say, all right, we're going to do this, you want her to agree in that situation, because it's like, we have to make a decision, we have to do it, and I'm just going to make an executive decision in that moment, and you're going to have to trust me. So you're going to need agreement in those situations. But if it's, planning phase and all that stuff, she doesn't have to agree. She doesn't have to do everything, you say just because you say it. The need for nurturing, the stereotype that men are looking for a mother figure in their partner. No one's attracted to their mother in that way. And if they do, what woman wants to be with that man? No. You don't want the woman to be a mothering figure unless you want her to be a mother to your kids. You want her to be a mothering figure to your kids. That's different. She needs to have that sort of nurturing characteristics if she wants to be a mother to your kids. If you don't see that characteristic in her, why would you want her to be a mother to your kids? Like, no. If you don't see those characteristics with her, you're not going to want to have kids with her. But you don't want her to be your mother, though. While nurturing is a positive trait, most men seek a partner, not a mother. Yeah, exactly. Perfection is preferred. The pursuit of perfection can lead to the misconception that men want a flawless partner. No, everyone wants less flaws in their partner. So your starting point is going to be as little flaws as possible, and then we're going to start with the positives. So if you can maximize the positives and reduce the negatives, that would be the ideal for most people. So in that pursuit, it might seem like everyone wants the perfect person, but they're just trying to get as much positive as possible, and they're like, okay, that's a negative, but I can ignore that. It's not a big a deal. I know how to work around that. So yeah, men, like women, understand that everyone has their quirks and faults in many cases. Yeah, true. Full-time homemaker. While some men may prefer a partner who prioritizes homemaking, it's a misconception that is a universal preference. Yes, that's true. That's 100% true. A man that can afford it, he would prefer his wife to be a stay-at-home mom, especially if he's working all the time and he can't be there much for the kids. He wants his wife to be a stay-at-home mom because he's not going to be there. And so he needs someone that's there. He needs someone that's to take care of that, especially if it's an area where he may be incompetent, where he can't really do that when he comes home from work or whatever. So you want that. But in most families, that's not feasible. Like, you're going to need two incomes. You're going to need a partnership. You can't have one person just at home all the time, another person struggling at work. They're both just miserable in that situation. So no. 11, silent strength. Another myth is that men are attracted to a silent woman. It's not really a myth. Sorry to tell you, but a woman that's talkative is it's really annoying, because most of the time, even with each other, women just talk just to talk. They're just like sharing in the experience. They're just like, oh, we're all excited, so you act excited. You just like talk, like to show you're more the talking is more performative. It's just showing your excitement. Women are very expressive because they want to they want no ambiguity in how they're feeling. So they want to show that they're excited. They want to show that they're interested to listen to you. They want to show that they want to talk to you. So they're like over expressing everything, and it's very performative. So a lot of the conversations, a lot of the talking is just like, it's completely meaningless babble, and we don't want to hear it. So silent would be better, but a woman that never talks, no, no. In reality, most men appreciate open communication about strengths and vulnerabilities. Yeah, open communication. That's better. But like talking just to talk, like hell no. We prefer if the difference is between you're babbling all the time or you're not talking, we're going to take the silence. Mystery maintains interest. While maintaining a certain level of mystery can add excitement to a relationship, the belief that men only stay interested if you keep them guessing is unfounded. Most men value open. Yeah, no, it's not unfounded. It's simply just like, it's flipped. Women like the mystery. Men don't. We don't like mystery in a woman. It's not attractive because for men, there's a lot more uncertainty in a relationship, because your woman has more options when it comes to guys. Your woman can pick up a guy whenever. There's a lot more mystery, and there's a lot more uncertainty. And also, we don't know if a kid is going to be ours or not. It might seem like a simple thing that only comes into play when you have a kid, but it's like part of the psychology. We need certainty. We need certainty in our relationship, because a lot of just the biological wiring is just uncertain. So we need that certainty. Women might like the mystery because it's intriguing and it keeps her guessing. So her emotions are always going, right? It constantly stimulates those emotional wiring, and is constantly pressing those buttons. But for a man, it just produces anxiety. It doesn't work the same way. Thin is in. There's a common misconception that men are only attracted to thin women. Men's preference for body types are as diverse as women they date. Confidence and self-love often attractive. No. Thin is simply neutral. Like, if everyone was only eating the amount of food that they need to survive, thin would be how a human body naturally would be. So thin is neutral. And women come in different shapes anyways. So it's not a matter of that we want that. It's just that that's how women come, and that's what we like. We like women. So we're gonna like the different shapes and all that stuff. But thin would be the neutral. Big, fat, that would be over into the negative. That's not appealing to anyone. Some people might be into that if they're focusing in on certain body parts that sit right because of the fat. If you wanna do that, but if you want a full package, thin would be the neutral, and then a little bit more bump in certain areas, but still a nice figure would be a little bit more ideal. But thin would be neutral. So if you don't already have a naturally like shapely certain body that would be appealing, more appealing in certain areas, don't worry about that. Just go to the thin. That would maximize your attractiveness. Just like, so yeah. Taming the bad boy. The belief that all men want to be the bad boy who needs to be tamed is largely a romanticized Hollywood trope. No, it's not a romanticized Hollywood trope. It's simply that the women, they like that stimulating thing, that excitement. So they go for the bad boy types, and the guys simply want to be that type so they can attract the women. Not because we want to be bad boys that need to be tamed, is that women go for those guys. So if a guy wants a certain kind of girl and he sees that that's the guy she goes for, he wants to be that guy so that he can attract her. It's all about the game and attracting each other. Many men prefer to be valued for their authentic selves and not stereotypical image. Yeah, obviously it's easier. There's less work there. If you're just valued for who you are, then you don't have to work. You don't have to do anything. Person's just going to come to you. Everyone would prefer that. It's the easiest option. Would you rather change yourself and do something different to attract somebody, or just be yourself? You just do whatever you want and you attract someone anyways, or you can do something different and attract them. People are going to choose do whatever they want. So it's a matter of how you look at it. It's either lazy or you just prefer a genuine connection, whatever the fuck that means. Because mating is a game either way. We're all going to be fake regardless. Adventure always. The idea that all men want a constantly adventurous and spontaneous partner is misleading. Yeah, it's definitely misleading. I don't know that that's a thing. A woman that's adventurous and spontaneous is great in a girl that you just want to have fun with. If you're in a relationship with her, that's annoying as fuck. It's constantly expensive. She's not paying attention to the shit that needs to get done and every day, so just so you can get through life. Bills got to be paid. Shit's got to be done. Yeah, that's not a stable relationship. But if you're just going to have fun, you have a holiday or whatever, an adventurous, spontaneous partner, exciting. You have that. But in a relationship, no. Gaming is gaining. While it can be adventurous to share hobbies, the belief that you must enjoy video games to attract a man is a myth. Obviously, you already have all the tools you need to attract a man. This is the thing. Women are not going to be honest. The reason that they feel the need to do extra shit to attract a man is because the guys that they want are not giving them exclusive attention. Because those guys have options, and they're not jumping at at any of the options in a way that makes her feel secure that he's going to pick her. So they're going to try to overinvest in his hobbies and all this shit. So that's where you're like, oh, you got to be gaming, you got to be into sports and all this shit. It's like, no, you're trying to make yourself exclusively fit to him so you can trick him into believing that you're the best option for him. Like I said, it's part of the game. We all got to be fake in order to attract each other. But it's not a bad thing. It's not always bad to be a little bit fake. It shows that you actually care and you want to like actually be with this person. Like it's not necessarily negative. Like just being your genuine self, that doesn't mean anything. People can adapt and people do different things all the time, and you can also enjoy that. You can enjoy the playing and the sort of just doing something, even if it's not something you enjoy doing it for your partner. You can actually learn to enjoy it that way. So it's not necessarily a bad thing to be fake, just to attract someone. Let's see this one, sports fanatic. It's the same as the other one. Notion that you got to be a sports fanatic. Yeah, it's the same as the gaming. Already been over that. What's this now? Independence is intimidating. It's not. It's not at all. There's a misconception that a strong, independent woman intimidates a man. Most men appreciate a self-reliant partner who stand on their own 2 feet. Yeah, the independence is not intimidating. Is that usually those women are like miserable, or they have like a chip on their shoulder, and they come off very aggressive, which is not appealing. So they think that the guy is intimidated by their independence instead of admitting that simply that they're just off-putting as a person. There's plenty of independent women that have no problems dating guys. It's just that the ones that are off-putting, they tend to be the ones to complain that, oh, the guys are intimidated by their independence. No. If you think you being independent makes you unique and you're trying to shit on all the other women that might be a little bit more submissive and dependent, you might try to shit on them and be like, oh, I'm great, I'm the best, I'm independent, I'm not like all these other girls that need you to pay for this and do all that. I'm independent. You already have that attitude. You're already a shitty kind of person that's repellent. So it's not that you're independent, you're just not a nice person. The love guru. The belief that a woman should instinctively understand a man's wants and needs can lead to the unnecessary confusion. That's not a thing. I think that's more of a belief that women think that a man should understand their needs and stuff like that. But that's not a thing. Men don't think that at all. Like men are like abundantly clear that women are different than us. Like it's way more obvious for us than it is for them. Like we know like you're different right away, and we're not trying to like get a girl that's just like a dude. Like we know women are different and we accept that, to the point that where we're completely okay with you doing your own separate feminine thing and us just doing our own thing. Like we're okay with that. But usually women are the ones that want to do things together, and it just ends up being a thing that she likes more than you like, and you just acquiesce to make her feel better. You're not doing it because like it's something that you both enjoy. It's just like she enjoys it, you're going to do that for her. What is this now? Okay, I guess that's the end of it. So I think we've been over all of them, and yeah, I think there was like maybe one or two misconceptions in there, but for the most part, it was just hyperbole. It wasn't that serious. Most people don't really have that misconception. It's simply just a false narrative. So until next time.